I don't think it happened overnight, but they actually did take about a week before it started getting national attention. But I was very surprised. Personally, it was just at the time it happened, and then got home, and it was kind of me writing about it was kind of a way for me to kind of unwind and de-stress from the situation and kind of just put at least for myself, put everything into perspective as to what just happened. And I don't know, I guess like a lot of people, just the post that I made, it resonated with a lot of different people, and some news stations kind of took the post and ran with it. And I mean, it kind of it was a snowball effect on its own. I didn't have to do anything.
I mean, we're talking well, the Washington Post and ESPNs and major media in this country. What do you think about that story resonated with people as much as it did?
As far as the feedback I've gotten, I think a lot of it is just the fact that I was able to kind of sympathize with both sides. Not just, obviously I had my side of the story and what I was experiencing at the time, but I was able to kind of sit back and realize that there is always two sides to the story. There is always more going on than what may meet the eye, especially in that moment. I mean, I think it would have been very easy for me to go home and been upset about the situation, but I understand that the police have a job to do. Police officers nationwide, they have a job to do, and in that moment, they were just doing their job.
Did you watch the video that they later posted?
Yeah, I did.
When you saw that, what kind of feelings did it bring back in you?
First of all, I didn't even know they had a video, so I was kind of like, hey, that's kind of cool. Like, it would have been nice to see this video early on. But I think the only thing that I really took from them posting the video was that I think they were trying to be transparent. They might have been getting some flack from different media outlets, so I think by doing that, it just they were making sure that they were being honest with themselves, honest with the community, just being very transparent. They had nothing to hide. They didn't do anything wrong. So,
did you, that night, or in the days that passed, say to yourself, "Oh my God, that could have gone so bad"?
I did. Right after, actually, within the whole situation probably took about 5-7 minutes, but as soon as I left the park to get on my moped and go home, I was like, wow, like that could have gone south very, very quickly, because I did have like my headphones in. I couldn't hear anything. I didn't realize they were behind me until like I kind of turned and noticed there was a cop car in my peripheral, and I was kind of like, oh, what's going on? And then I turned around, and sure enough, they're all there. So, yeah, it could have gone very wrong very quickly.
Watching the video, I mean, it looked like everybody handled it about as well as, I mean, you could hope for. I mean, you obviously don't want to have to deal with it, but everybody seemed to be fairly calm.
Yeah, I mean, I may have seemed calm, and I can tell you my heart was probably racing about 170 beats per minute. I don't know. I was sweating, but I think if anything, football has probably helped me in that situation. Just being able to, we do even in practice, and we get put under pressure situations, and we're required to perform. That's expectations, and I think that football in a way translates to real life in a lot of ways. And in that situation, obviously, like it's a pressure-filled situation, not just for me, but for the cops also. And in a situation like that, for at least our coaches expect us to be level-headed, cool, because we're confident that we know what we're doing, what we're supposed to do in that situation. And so with that, when they did approach me, I knew from what I've been taught, at least, I figured that if you can cooperate pretty well, then things will take care of themselves.
I don't know how